Once you crack the GATE exam with a very good GATE score or GATE rank, you will be very happy that you have done something remarkable in your life and you will be finally joining your dream institution. But that happiness is a temporary illusion that will fade away once you join that particular IIT or IISc, because life at IIT and IISc are really very hectic. And the first thing that you have to adapt is the course structure in IITs and IISc, that is how different courses has been taken there in a particular semester. That you have to adapt first, because that is very different what you have experienced so far in your undergraduate college or BTech college. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the typical course structure in IITs and IISc, that is how a courses has been carried out throughout the semester in IIT and IISc environment. And also I'm going to discuss about the fundamental difference between the courses that you have already taken in your BTech and undergraduate days and the courses that is there in IITs and IISc. So that difference I am going to discuss in this particular video. So do watch the video till end, and before starting the video, if you are new to this particular channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the notifications regularly. Now without further ado, let's get started with today's video. The first significant difference is how these total 100 marks of a particular subject will be distributed. Now in your undergraduate, what would you do is, like at the end of the semester there is a final exam where most of the weightage out of 100 is allotted in that final exam, and you have to do in that particular exam to get good grade in a particular subject. But in IITs and IISc the structure is completely different. Here this total 100 marks will be distributed among different modules which will be carried out throughout the year, and there will be different weightage will be given to different modules as per the subject requirement. Like in a typical subject, there can be one or two mid-sem exam, there will be one final exam, that is the final semester exam. There can be couple of assignments. Assignment can be both theoretical and programming assignment. There can be couple of surprise quizzes that can be taken in the class itself, and finally there can be a term project, like around 30 to 40 marks weightage can be given to the term project, where you have to solve a particular problem. A project will be given to you and you have to solve that problem. It can be individual project also, it can be a group projects also. So these are the all modules that can be there in a particular subject in IITs and IISc. Like recently I have credited one course in IIT Kharagpur as a part of my PhD coursework. So it was natural language processing course or NLP course. In this particular course I had two exams. One was midterm exam, one was final term exam. Each exam has weightage around 20 marks. So 20 plus 20, 40 was for this semester exam. There was two surprise quizzes. Each of them has weightage 10. So 10 plus 10, 20. So total 60 marks was there on the semester exam and the quizzes, and the rest 40 was allotted to the term project. So we are given a particular problem statement that we have to solve, and even in this term projects also there are 3 evaluations. So three times it got evaluated. So the first term they just ask us that how we have formulated the problem statement. Then there is a midterm evaluation where we have just shown them the whatever results we have achieved by then, and then there is a final term evaluation when we have to present our final result. So this is how the whole subject was distributed in this 5 to 6 modules, and the total weightage is distributed among these 5 to 6 modules, and it was total 100 marks. So throughout the semester you have to do well in all of these modules, then only you will be able to achieve some good grade in a particular subject. So if you just think that I will study before the exam and I will do well in the final exam, that won't help much, because you have to do well in all of these modules. So if you just do well in the final exam, maybe you will be getting 20 or 30 marks, but other modules if you are missing, then your overall grade won't be that good. So that's why you have to do well in all these different modules where different weightage has been given. So this is one thing that you have to adapt very quickly once you join IITs and IISc, where the whole 100 marks is distributed in different things, and you have to balance among all the things to get a good grade at the end of the semester. Secondly, the pressure of each subject will be immense, because each professor thinks that his or her course is going on and there is no other course you are taking. So he will think that, okay, my course is going on, so he will keep on giving you assignments, he will keep on engaging you with different kind of quizzes every week. So that will create a lot of pressure. And eventually you will find that you have a lot of assignments pending on a same week, or maybe deadline can happen like in a same day. You have couple of deadlines of couple of courses for the assignments, or maybe the quizzes and exams are there. So too many things will be happening at the same time, and you have to somehow balance it. And you may ask for the extension of deadlines of the assignment to the TAs or professor, but they're hardly entertained. So you have to somehow manage all of these things and somehow have to complete all the deadlines. Next fundamental difference is use of presentations or PPTs. So if you are someone who is much more comfortable with the board work during your undergraduate, where teacher is to come and teach and explain everything writing in the board, that you are going to miss in IITs, because the professor in IITs and IISc, they mostly prefers presentations. So they use their self-made PPTs to teach the students in the class, and they are using these PPTs so that they can cover more materials in a single class. So be prepared for that. If you are someone who is much more comfortable in the board work, so be prepared to adapt in these PPTs based classes or presentation based classes. The next difference is the less will be covered in the class by the professor, and the more you have to do by your own, by doing a lot of hard work. So you can't expect the IIT or IISc professor will spoon feed you everything. So they will just cover you the basic things, the basic algorithm that is there in the particular subject or particular topic, and they will give you some pointer reference, which they will tell you that if you are interested, you can go and check it out. But you have to do that by your own. So all these references or pointers that particular professor will give you, that you have to study by your own. So you have to do a lot of hard work to get a good grade in a particular subject. Now coming to the examination part, so there can be more than one exam in a particular day in IITs or IISc. Yes, I hope by now you have just given one exam per day in your undergraduate, like one exam in the final exam you have given, and then the next day there will be another exam. But in IITs or IISc, any exam, any written exam like midterm or final term, there can be a couple of exams in a particular day, because in IITs and IISc they have a dedicated week for all the exams of a particular semester, and for a particular subject the exam date is already prefixed or predetermined, so that cannot be changed at all. And I have seen in IISc people taking 4 courses in his first semester, and he has exam on a 3 consecutive day. Like first day he has 1 exam, second day he has 2 exams, and the third day he has 1 exam. So I hope you understand how hectic it is to manage these 4 subjects in 3 consecutive days. But that is how the whole course structure is there in IISc or any IIT you can take. Next is, there is no such concept of previous year question in IITs and IISc. I hope you understand this. This professor, they are so much expert in this particular domain that each year they can set a different question paper. So to do well in a particular subject, you have to study that subject really well. You have to understand all the topics, all the different aspect of that particular subject. You have to solve few questions by your own, and finally in the exam hall, whenever the question will come, based on your knowledge that you have gained throughout the semester, you have to think, you have to analyze the particular question, and you have to give your answer by your own. So if you just think that I will be mugging up a subject and I'll just remember every formula and all, so that won't help much in the IITs or IISc environment, because there the culture is that they set the question paper so that people think in the exam hall and then give the answer. So based on rote learning or mugging up things, that won't help that much. And finally, I hope by now you might be thinking that how I'll be achieving a good score out of 100 in this kind of difficult situation where all the modules are difficult, there are a lot of things are going on at the same time, how to manage these things. And you might be thinking that you won't be having that much marks out of 100 and your grade won't be that good. Yeah, that's true, but there is something called relative marking that is a blessing to come out of this kind of situation. So till now your undergraduate, whatever grading you have got, that is the absolute grading. That means out of 100 how much marks you score. Based on that your grade will be decided. Like suppose if you are getting 90 plus, you will be getting the top grade. If you are getting 80, between 80 to 90, you will be getting the second highest grade, and so on. But in relative grading, your grading is not decided based on how much marks you are getting out of 100. Rather, your grading will be decided that how much relative grading how much relatively you have scored compared to the topper of the particular score. So suppose you have scored 40, and if your topper has scored 50, so based on the relative position between this 50 to 40, your grade will be decided. So what they used to do is they used to plot all the scores of all the students in a bell curve or normal distribution curve, and based on 6 sigma rule they used to give the relative grading to all the students. So suppose if you plot all the scores in a bell curve, so top 1% will get 10 out of 10, the next 2% will get 9 out of 10, and so on. I mean the next bracket will get 8 out of 10, and so on. So this is how they used to give relative grading to all the students. So it's not that how much absolute marks you got out of 100, rather how much relative score you have achieved compared to the topper of the batch, and based on that your relative grading will be decided. Yeah, so that's it about the whole course structure. I have just given a brief idea about the different course structure that is there in IITs, and I hope this will be really helpful for all the students who will be joining IITs or IISc in this year for their mtech or PhD, or maybe in the next year also. So this will be really helpful, because we all who are not from a IIT environment or IISc environment, who are coming from a tier 2 or tier 3 colleges, this is very important to know that how situation will change drastically once you go into that environment, that IIT or IISc environment. And there the whole course structure is completely different than whatever you have done so far in your undergraduate. So that's why I think this video will be really helpful for all the aspirants who will be looking for IITs or IISc for their mtech or PhD. So that's it guys, that's it about this video. I hope you like this video, and if you like the video, please hit the like button so that this video get more view and more reach. And if you are new to this particular channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the notification regularly. So that's it about today's video. I'll be meeting in the next video. Until then, bye.